Day 7, Workshop Wasteland's Tricks or Treats. Someone in my comments must be borderline obsessed with lawnmower blades because he's made about a dozen comments saying, the mower blades, how do you sharpen the mower blades? What about the mower blades? So, here we go. I'm going to show you how I sharpen mower blades. This is by no means the only way to do it, but it's how I do it. So I'm going to show you two different ways that you can sharpen your mower blades, as well as an overall tune-up to a push mower. I know it's not really the time of year where you need to do a tune-up, but we're going to do a tune-up to this one nonetheless. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started on my Husqvarna push mower. Alright, so this is just a pretty typical, pretty standard push mower. There's nothing special about mine, just like there probably isn't about yours. First and foremost, before you do anything to this sucker, the best thing you can do is unplug the spark plug wire. And now what that's going to do is prevent it from being able to start whenever you're messing around with it. The last thing you would want is for this thing to crank up while your hands are down there at the mower blade. That would obviously be terrible. So with the spark plug wire unhooked, it cannot start. And speaking of spark plugs, while we're talking about it, my particular spark plug needs a 13/16 socket. Let's go ahead and take a look at my spark plug and see how bad it is. As you can see, it's right here in the front of the engine. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. A little dirty. Nice and chocolatey brown. Truly not really any reason to replace it. It was still working just fine. So let's go ahead and put that back in there. You could, of course, pull your spark plug out and go to an automotive store with it and get you a replacement while you're here. They're typically, you know, $5 or $6, so pretty darn cheap. And then you snug this thing back up pretty good. Don't go crazy. Most of the time they're being threaded into aluminum, and the last thing you'd want to do is strip it out. The next thing that we're going to do is the air filter. Don't be alarmed, there's not an air filter in here. I already took it out, which is okay. So for mine, on my mower, you push down on these two clips on the top, and then this thing will just fold open, something like that. And then I have a genuine Honda air filter. I've found that a lot of the cheap no-name filters on Amazon make your mower run like crap, so I generally don't use them. I like to buy the OEM filters. I think they're the best. I'm going to clean this out a bit. I'm going to hit that with some compressed air. Alright, I blew that out real good. Then the filter just fits right in here. And then the cover just kind of hinges right back up. Something like that. Maybe you're wondering why I didn't have an air filter. My mower got rained on and I had to finish up a yard, and I needed my push mower for their backyard, and the mower would not run with a wet filter, so I took it out. Probably a terrible idea, but you know, I had to do what I had to do. So now I think what we're going to do is get this thing stood up so we can swap the mower blade. Alright, as you can see, this is of course the mower blade. Mine has one center bolt that holds it in. Mine happens to be 14 millimeter. Yours very well could be something different. So you're just going to have to find a socket that fits it. And then what I found the easiest thing to do, put a block of wood in there, something like that. And loosen that bolt up. The block of wood is keeping the mower blade from spinning. pull that bolt out, and then make note of what was up and what was down on your blade. So a mower blade has these fins on it. They almost always go away from the grass. You can see the shape there. This is like think of it like a fan to suck the grass into the blade. And then in this case, this one, the ridges that are on the side would go down. So just keep note of that, because whenever you put this back on, you're going to need to know which way it goes back on so you can get it correct. Alright, let's hop over to the vise and I'll show you how I sharpen a blade. So if you don't have a vise, you could always like put 2 screws in this and screw it into like a wooden step or something like that. But you need to have some way to kind of hold this stationary for you, because it's going to make this job a lot easier. Now, believe it or not, you can just use a file. If you have a really good, this is a Mill Bastard file. If you have a really good file, you can literally, this is called draw filing. You could do that. That's going to take you forever, but it would work. As you can see, it does file away on there, no problem. So that would work, but it takes forever. Probably the easiest way to do it, and the way most people are going to do it, is with a flapper disc and an angle grinder. This is obviously going to be loud. I'm going to mute the video while I'm doing this, but you'll get the idea. Flapper disc. Alright, that's one way to do it. Flapper disc. Don't overthink it. It doesn't have to be like razor blade sharp. Literally, this has a bunch of nicks and stuff from hitting rocks or whatever, but I'm not going to go any farther than that. Just try and keep the width of this that you're grinding about the same as what it was before, and you'll probably do just fine. Again, it doesn't need to be perfect. It's only a lawnmower blade. Don't overthink it. So this is a new mulching blade that I'm going to throw on. It was already reasonably sharp, but I did actually grind on it a bit and sharpen it up just a touch more. I've never tried a mulching blade with this mower, so I don't know if it's going to work good or bad, but we're going to go ahead and give this a try. I also wanted to point out, I typically sharpen my blades right here on my belt grinder, but I realize most of you don't have a belt grinder like this. This is probably the easiest and most likely the best way to do it, but I understand that you probably don't have that. So the flap disc and the angle grinder works really well. Again, no problem at all. I ground till I saw a bit of a burr, and then I stopped, and that is sharp enough. There's no reason to go any more than that. And then something that's not a terrible idea, put a screw or a nail or something in the end of your workbench here and set your lawnmower blade on there. As you can see, this one's pretty darn level. This side probably is a little bit heavier, but for a push mower, what I've found is as long as it's not going like this, you're probably just fine. But as you can see, that side is definitely heavier. But I think we're gonna get away with it. So they make special lawnmower blade balancing things that you'd sit it on like a cone like this and see which way it moves, but I don't think that's the end of the world. On a zero turn or something where the blade's spinning faster, I believe this is important, but on a push mower, the old nail or screw in the end of a workbench is probably more than adequate. Then you come back over here to your mower, and again, remember the orientation of your blade. Or in this case, don't use this blade because it seems to be too big. yeah, I guess we're gonna have to put the old one back on. So like I said, back over here at your mower, don't forget the orientation of your blade. Put the bolt back in there, and you want to snug this up pretty good, because the last thing you want is for your blade to come flying off while you're mowing. If you have an impact, be careful. If you're going to use an impact wrench, you don't want to bust this bolt off. But that's it. That's how easy it is to sharpen a lawnmower blade, and you'll be good to go. Thanks for stopping by.